Hey, what's up? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to promote church growth part 2 coming up. All right, so in part 1, we talked about how to use social media and a custom prayer page on your website in order to bring in new prayer requests and new families on Sunday morning. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about more ways that you can actually use the community to drive people to that prayer page and ultimately your Sunday morning service. So let's dive in. All right, so step 1, fill the fridge. Now, this is one of my personal favorite things that you can do, and I've seen churches reach tons and tons of people, and people in the community are blown away when you do this. So it's real simple. All you want to do is you want to reach out to your local elementary school, maybe even your local elementary and middle school and high school, depending on the size of your town. So you just want to call the principal, introduce yourself, and just say, hey, listen, we appreciate what you guys are doing and how you're investing into the next generation so much. We would love to just come in once a month and just fill the fridge in the teacher's lounge. All right, so we'll come in, we'll fill it with a bunch of different drinks, we'll bring in some snacks and that kind of stuff, right? Just to appreciate what you guys are doing and to kind of, help out and provide some encouragement for your teachers. Every single principal is going to be pumped about this because you're doing something for their teachers, you appreciate what they're doing, and you're going to come in and give them a practical way, not just words of encouragement, but actual drinks and snacks and stuff that they like. Once a month, you're going to show up with a bunch of different drinks and get the good stuff. Like, don't go buy like the generic Sam's Cola. Like, actually get Coke and Diet Pepsi and Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew and whatever they like, right? Starbucks drinks, Gatorade. But find out from the teacher the kind of things that they like. Then fill the fridge with really, really good drinks. And then just buy a bunch of like snack cakes and other things. You might even have people from the congregation bake some cookies or some cupcakes or something like that, right? Just so they have some good snacks and some great drinks in the fridge. Then you want to leave a note on the fridge that says, hey, we filled the fridge. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do in this community and with the next generation investing into the kids of the future. We just wanted to say thank you. Sincerely, your friends at Faith Church. All right, and then you want to make sure to end it with a PS. And it would just say something like, hey, PS, how can we pray for you this week? Just go to faithchurch.com/prayer and submit your prayer requests. We promise to read every single one and to personally pray for you this week. Right? So now you're actually doing two things at once. Number one, you're investing into a lot of the influential people in the community, the teachers and faculty and staff at your local elementary school, but you're also sending them to your website where they can submit a prayer request. So you're connecting with them on an emotional level in two different touch points, right? One, by being very practical, and then number two, by taking it spiritual and saying, hey, how can we pray for you? And then we're going to give them the opportunity to submit a prayer request and then ultimately visit the church on Sunday. I actually shared this with a friend of mine who pastors a church, and they were in the middle of actually moving from an elementary school to a high school, right? And so if you've ever been in church planning, typically if you move buildings, you lose about half your people. And so what he actually did was he reached out to the high school of where they were going, introduced himself, let them know, hey, we're the new church that's moving in on Sundays. Man, we just want to invest in you and the teachers here. And man, we'd love to just come out and fill the fridge once a month. And the principal was blown away, like literally blown away, and could not believe that a church would come out and invest in his teachers that way. Right? So not only did it start off a great new relationship with the principal, right? But same thing with all the teachers. And then the cool thing is a bunch of those teachers ended up started recognizing them and seeing them around town saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much for filling the fridge and for what you guys are doing for us. And then several of those teachers came to their grand opening the very first Sunday in the new building. And the best part is in 4 weeks, that church went from 350 people to 800 people in the brand new building simply by investing in the community. All right, step number 2, community outreach. So you can do the exact same thing at your local police department or your fire department or the Chamber of Commerce, right? So you can either fill the fridge or you can simply go up there with some prayer cards and just say, hey, we sure do appreciate what you guys are doing here. So if you can, definitely come up, fill the fridge and bring up some snacks or some food and simply come up and drop off some prayer cards. And if they'll let you, maybe even put a similar note on the fridge in there just saying, hey, how can we pray for you this week? And send them to your prayer page. You're actively engaging some of the most influential members in your community, and you're not inviting them to church. You're simply giving ministry away and saying, hey guys, we appreciate you. How can we pray for you this week? And then finally, you want to reach out to the mayor of your city, introduce yourself if you've never met, and just say, hey, how can we pray for you and the rest of our city officials this week? Man, we know you guys are under a lot of pressure and things are crazy in the world right now. We just wanted you to know that we have your back. We want to be able to support you however we can. So how can we pray for you? You'd be shocked at how far this will go and how much relationship equity you can build with the mayor simply by letting them know how much you appreciate them, identifying with the pressure that they're under, and then asking them how you can pray for them. Okay, so before I get to my last 2 points, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe because we come out with insanely practical videos on church growth and how to use social media to reach more people every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. And make sure to hit the like button because that'll help YouTube show this to even more people so we can reach more people. All right, so once you start executing the strategy and you have new faces coming in every single Sunday morning, right? Hopefully you already have some type of a Connect card where you are collecting visitors' information, right? Their name, email, and phone number. Don't get anything more than that. You just want name, email, and phone number. So what you want to do is take all of those Connect cards, and step 3 is that you're going to send a personalized selfie video on Monday morning to every single visitor that came in on Sunday morning. Right, so this is pretty simple. You just literally want to pull up your phone and you want to send a custom video to every single person. So if there were 5 new visitors, then you want to look and say, okay, it looks like John and Susie Smith, right? You pull up your cell phone and just shoot a quick 30 to 60 second personalized video thanking them for coming, right? So you say like, hey, John and Susie, what's up? This is Pastor Chris. I just want to thank you so much for coming to church yesterday. Man, we sure did have a great time kind of getting to know you guys. And, you know, I hope your kids had a great time back in the kids' church, right? So we just want to say thank you. And man, we want to invite you back next Sunday, right? Same time, same place, 10 o'clock next Sunday. Can you make it? And end it with a question. The last thing that you say should be a question mark. So this way you're engaging people. They're blown away that you would take time out of your day on Monday to create a personal video just for them, right? And to mention their kids' names and their names and how much you enjoyed meeting them, thanking them for coming. But then you're also inviting them back for a second visit, and you're ending it with an invite and literally saying, hey, can you make it? Can I save you a seat? Will you be there? Right? Because now when they respond and they say, yeah, Pastor, we'll be there. Now they just promised a pastor they were coming back to church for a second visit. Right? So this is really, really powerful just because you can connect with so many people and build a lot more relationship equity. And it's just another touch point in the assimilation process. And finally, step number 4, follow up, follow up, follow up. Now, the average person goes to church 1.2 times per month, and that was before COVID. Right? So it's even less now. So you need to have an extended follow-up system, right? Gone are the days where we can just send them a mug and a letter from the pastor and hope that they come back again, right? Because even the average Christian isn't going to come back for another couple of weeks. So you need to make sure to have an extended follow-up system, right? And my favorite way to do this is with Text in Church. Right? Text in Church has an automated 6-week follow-up system. They already built it for you. Literally, all you have to do is go in there and plug in your name and the name of your church. And then every single time you have visitors come in, you simply plug in their information from the Connect card into Text in Church, and it kicks off an automated 6-week follow-up system. So it's a really powerful tool. It's incredible. My church has been using it for years. I've helped hundreds of other churches use it. And if you want, we actually have a link down in the description below where you can get 90 days free and actually test drive Text in Church to make sure you like it before you start paying for it. So if you found this video valuable and you want to learn more about social media and technology and how to reach more people in your city, then click on the link in the description below and go check out my other video, How to Grow Your Church Numerically. We'll see you soon.